Okay, time to play some 5-minute blitz. The King's Gambit. So that's the scary queen check, which is not actually that scary. Okay, that's just a free tempo for me. Just, I get 2 pawns in the center, and then I get another tempo here. If queen g4, then bishop takes f7. Thank you. And if king takes, I fork. Even if they don't take, I actually have a way to trap the queen. So, first, let me just make sure I'm doing this correctly. Yeah, the queen has to go to g3. And then I go here to do knight e2 and trap the queen in. And that's just GG's then. Even if the king took the bishop, knight e2, queen to g6, and I would still have that fork with knight e5 check. Yeah. Game report. Well, I want to see the accuracy rate. I'm pretty sure I played every move correctly. Every move the way it's supposed to be done. 99.7, okay. I mean, I think it's... But no, it's all best moves and book moves. Yeah. And here's the thing. Okay, so for those, if you're wondering, basically the queen at this moment has no moves that are safe. The queen also has no way to give itself loft. And part of the reason is that f4 pawn, black's f4 pawns actually is actually a problem for black. Like, it would be better if it didn't exist. And then, okay, like, let's say... Now, this is interesting. Actually, bishop takes d4, queen takes d4. Well, the problem is if they do king takes, it still doesn't save them. But the idea is if this happens, we go here. This is not actually a safe square. So you still win that. Actually, I do want to see how this line works. Okay, so you're giving up a piece, I suppose, but not for long. I mean, if you go here, this still traps the queen in. Yeah. So the correct move to do here, I believe, is not queen g4. Queen h6 is actually what I've seen. Queen h5, queen h6. If queen h6, so like if black really doesn't want white to be able to just recapture that pawn, why is it saying queen d8? I mean, if queen d8, bishop takes f4, isn't white better? I mean, I would say white is definitely better. I mean, black would have to play just the right moves. That is true, because if you look at it, that's the best option for black is d6. The second best option is already plus 1.05. So yeah, white is better, and if black does not play the top engine move here, white will be winning. Like, let's say white just plays something like this, which looks natural. Oh my god, white's already winning. So I actually don't agree with queen d8. I think this. Okay, so I can see the problem with knight e5 here. Oh, I see the problem. Knight to e5. Yes. Okay, so not queen here. Queen here. So black has to allow white to recapture the pawn. That's basically the idea. So at this point, like, it's a gambit because you're giving up a pawn, but you usually wind up recapturing the pawn. So here, it's just a delayed pawn trade. And yeah, like, black has actually tried... Okay, this is actually considered a horrible way to try to hold on to the pawn. It's not, no, it's not that bad, I guess. It's not, it's showing even, but this is a very common mistake I have seen. This just leads to mate. Check. Now you go here. Now there's two options. The king goes here. If the king goes there, it's mate. Here, that's mate. What other options do they have? If the king takes this, this is mate. If we take it, that's check, and this is mate. I don't know why people think moving that f-pawn and just allowing the queen to check is a good idea. This looks like it works, but it really doesn't, because if you take back, you lose the rook. Wait, what did I click on? What? No. Okay. If you take back, you lose that rook, so... Yeah, so the bishop c4 line is very interesting. It does say that queen h4 is the best test of it. It's showing negative 0.6 here. So black is slightly better, but they have to play their cards right. Like bishop here, okay. The idea is that, oh, I'm ooga booga. I'm going to attack the queen and develop a piece. Oh, you hung mate in one. That, unfortunately, they failed to realize that after this, white has regained the initiative. So people say that the king's gambit isn't entirely sound. It's not that it's losing, it's that it gives up white's first move advantage and essentially transfers it to black, who, with correct play, will be essentially, won't be winning, but will have what white would normally have. But if black tries to play like this, like white, it's saying, yeah, white is definitely better here. So anyway, that was a... that lecture was longer than the game itself. Much longer than the game itself. Like, I don't know how long this video is, but I imagine that the game itself is less than half this video. So I'm gonna end it here. So thank you and happy Friday.